Welcome to Wheel to Wheel. We're finally at the final round of the season here. Going to the iconic Nürburgring 24 Hours, where we're racing our final race in the Group 3s for the season. This is the Div 3 lobby. We do have a good, strong mix of guys from Div 2, 3, 4, and I think the D League, so it's going to be an exciting race tonight. So I think the guys are going to be raring to go. Hour and a half around this, around the Green Hill, so it's going to be on for everybody, and really just a battle to see who can stay off the fence. With me tonight is Oz Tormentor. Welcome.
Hey everyone, thanks Dale. It should be a good match tonight. A lot of people, battling for points. A lot of teams are actually close here as well. So it should be a very good race, good pace. And on visuals we have Herbal.
Yeah, good evening guys. Yeah, good to be here. I think we're gonna see some good battles tonight. Yeah, let's see what happens.
Anyone we're excited to be watching tonight? Any kind of key shout outs for who to watch for?
Well, I reckon we keep a good eye on the Corvettes as they get off to a good start and can fuel save if they know how to handle the Corvette. Will be worth watching.
Yeah, definitely that Corvette off the grid. It's going to be hard to contain, but so that turn one is really narrows really quickly through turn 1 and 2. So yeah, they're going to really need to use every ounce of that start to get that advantage and solidify those position gains. I think you were saying earlier there's lots of Lexus in here tonight. So do you reckon it's going to be a bit of a Lexus affair in the top of the leaderboards tonight? Yeah,
definitely. I think there's about 5 off the top of my head that are in there. So, and they do hold pretty good pace. Even in my race, they were just able to keep up with the Corvettes. But anything can happen. Being such a long race with so many turns and not a lot of spots to overtake. So,
yeah, that's kind of key here. Really, is it's going to be a battle to get onto the knowledge life, because once you're on there, as you said, your passing options are limited. You're more, really pressing the person in front, hoping for them to make a mistake and capitalize on that. Alternatively, you just sit in behind them and fuel save and jump them in the pits. But yeah, with the Lexus, Lexus and Corvette, they're just going to eat up those bumps. It's a bit of an advantage for them around here, I think, in that they don't really suffer from those bumps, unlike our friend Maccajack in the GDR. That's a handful around here, so he's going to be in for a long night.
An interesting one to watch will be Con in the Audi, as it doesn't hold very well on this track. So if he is able to hold that, keep on the track, and not make any mistakes, it's actually be pretty impressive for that.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a death trap, that car, really, around here. Yeah, I mean, Con doesn't get a lot of practice nowadays, so although he's Div 2 driver, he has dropped down a little bit, but that's got more to do with really time in the seat, more so than speed, and also the influx of talent that's come through, really pushing everybody up in those higher divisions as well. But he's starting from the rear due to no qualifying, so we'll see what his strategy is, whether he just takes it easy and tries to survive in that car. But yeah, it looks like we should be kicking off soon here. There we go.
Yep.
Right on time. I've got a shout out. I've got a teammate in here, CS Packer, in the Porsche. It is a fun car to drive around this track, but as with all other cars, it's really just a battle to keep it on track and off the fence.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Hammer to the Bone, my teammate driver. So.
Resident livery creator for half the league.
For our team as well.
Yeah. Who are we jumping on for to start here? Herbs.
I'll jump on with whoever's in 5th. I think that's a good spot to watch the start.
Mad Mitch, yep.
if I
They're
can.
off.
And they're off, and we do
And,
have
we
a
have
Lexus stop going, and there's a
broken
pile up.
spokes. Looks like broken spokes.
There is a pile up, so we've got
Yep.
up here with front damage, both suspension damage, Henry Aero. Both up here
like,
with that damage. Broken Spoke's still on the grid. He's got no damage at all. Dodgy's got engine damage. Should we? I think we should call a restart here. Bozzy's got engine damage. Mac has got everything damaged. I think we should call a restart for that. I can't tell if it's a pick glitch or if he's just not there. I think we should restart that. That's restart worthy, I think.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, it looks like someone's called it. Oh, that was you.
Broken Spoke's still on the grid. So it'd be interesting. Yeah, no lights.
Yeah, definitely a restart here.
Alright, come on, guys.
Come on, day 3 years.
Come on.
We've got a few people in the chat. Got ZD there saying hello to ZD too. We've got Zuzu.
Hey, ZD.
And Joe. Who's Joe?
Hey, Zoo. Hey, Joe. Looks like we may also have some blue screens here from Expert Seppo and DCE as we've ended that race, so we may need to wait a few minutes for them to jump back in. Yeah, ZD, it's not going to be the same this season without you on track for this round. That was a ball of laughter with you left foot driving the whole race. Yeah, it looks like 3 people blue screen, so we might be waiting a few minutes for them. Alrighty, so we'll be back in a few minutes for take 2 of this. I think what we saw was a Jag, DCE Racing. He got off to a good start, so if you can replicate that, he might be the one to lead him around for lap 1, and everyone might just be following suit.
Joe's expat. Okay, I get it. Gotcha.
Yeah, I think DCE got one as well. When the race ended, those 2 cars went back to the grid, which usually indicates their blue screening.
I haven't experienced that yet, so...
You probably will tonight now. Yeah, ZD was saying that was his hardest race ever. Look, to be honest, driving normally for an hour and a half around this track is a challenge in itself. So to try and left foot drive the whole race for the first time ever, that's a big accomplishment right there.
Yeah, I was contemplating whether to use wheel on this one, but I thought, no, I'd go stick when I was driving, so it's a bit harder.
Ah, you got to use the wheel around here, surely.
Nah. I had to give it a go in off season, see how I go there, and if I do well, drive around season 8 with a wheel. Not going to sound like I accomplished anything, but
nah, the wheel's more I think more rewarding. Like initially, speed's maybe similar, but eventually you'll get the tyre wear and a couple of other things, benefits out of it, a bit more consistency, lap to lap as well. Alright, is that... Once Broken Spoke's back in, I think that's everyone back in. I think they should all go to the... leave the pits and make sure they can leave. I'll wait till it's ticked in.
few of them burning tyres out in the line, waiting for time to kick over.
Alright, Broken Spoke's in. It's just ticking in now. I think they should make sure they can leave the pits and then should be good to go. Yeah, he's leaving no issues, so I expect him to be cool.
Yeah, it looks like they're all leaving.
Yeah. Con's out. Hammy's still in there, but Hammy's the lobby host tonight. We'll wait for Hammy to kick things off again. I guess that's the other thing back on Strat. We'll have a look once the race kicks off, see how many people are taking the softs versus mediums for the first stint of the race. What do you think is the optimum option here?
Personally, I think mediums is the best option. Get them out of the way, and then whether you want to do 2 to 1, 1 to 3 laps, depends on how well you can maintain your fuel and that, and then just do the rest of the race on softs. But maybe starting on softs, you can pull ahead of most of the group and make up some time, so you don't lose any position in the pits, even though it's going to be hard on this track. But,
yeah. I think it's a good option either way, mediums or softs. Mediums, even if you're towards the front, as long as you can hold it through the GP section, I think you've got a good chance of holding people out for most of the lap. Although if you're on softs, you should be able to pull away decent chunk of time and get that lead, and hopefully try and break everyone's spirits. Alright, so back on with Mad Mitch, are we, Herbs?
Yep, on board with Mad Mitch.
Oh, looks like everyone's away except for...
Broken Spoke again.
Broken Spoke again, no lights. Everyone's avoided damage though, although there is carnage at turn 1. Are we allowed more than one restart? I'm pretty sure the rules say only one restart.
I've seen people do 2 restarts, but that's about it. After the second one, then
only one restart allowed per race. Further glitches will be considered engine damage. So unfortunately, if you're stuck on the grid, that's race. Unless somebody in YouTube land can correct me on that. But at the moment, we're going to expect Seppo. He's avoided all that damage, all that carnage. CS Pack has gotten through turn 1 unscathed. Maccajack 2 in the Nissan, notoriously slow starter in the Nissan, just because it can't get off the line. He's made his way through to third after all that. Ooh, See Me Crash did just that. Coming up onto the back straight of the GP circuit up to the chicane, just got a little loose on the outside there.
He's got back and right suspension damage as well.
Yeah, he's come around into the sand, spun around.
Okay, so ZD's saying we can ask for a second one. Guys, we keen for doing one more?
I'm right with doing one more.
Yeah. Okay.
Dale, can you type a message to restart the lobby?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah. I reckon we should jump out.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so ZD's confirmed for the Enduro you can ask for a second one, so yep, fair play on that one. I just wasn't sure, didn't want to jump the gun on that. Thanks, ZD. Alrighty, so that's interesting. The guys have all got a practice start out of the way. I'm not sure that's really taught us anything except for, just avoid all the drama at turn one and you should be fine.
We had a comfortable 2 second lead at the start, so we can replicate that again.
Yeah, there was a lot of look, I don't know what happened, but to me it just looked like a lot of shenanigans at turn one. There was a lot of nose to tail contact through turn one. It does really narrow down through there, and lap one you are taking it a lot slower than you expect because of all the traffic there. So I think that really caught a few people out, and that's what let him bridge that gap quite easily.
Yeah.
I mean, we had, was it Macca starting from fifth or sixth, CS Packer starting alongside him. They were in second and third, so. And that Nissan just can't get off the line. So for him to be third after turn one, that's carnage at turn one is usually the cause of that.
And yeah, I did go through the cars, and there was a bit of front and rear bumper damage to a few of them. So
yeah,
I think someone made contact with old Soul Reaper as well as I went through and saw him to the side. So I missed what happened, but he went from third to last or second last.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's going to be tough. Like on practice starts, like you almost want to go on the left hand side to try and give people space on the inside, but then you've got the problem where people will be taking that apex on that second corner, and then your nose is just there with nowhere to go. Plus, you've got the tires on the left hand side, so you've got risk of damage there. So you're kind of in a bit of no man's land if people aren't being wary of their radar. It's a bit hard to get around either side of the track, to be honest.
And that even though you got more road on the second corner, it's still a pretty sharp corner to stay on with. So getting around that will can be a bit of a pain. And the tires don't just bounce off like they do in real racing. They just stay still.
That's it. I mean, people will try to switch back through turn two. But I mean, there's so much congestion there that you've really got to have your radar up and be aware of where everybody else is around you. But as you said, there's a big runoff area off to the right hand side, so there's enough space. It's just hard to navigate at times. Okay, ZD's suggesting Hemi clear his cache.
Got Spokes waiting to restart his PlayStation, so. We actually have a mix on who's running what tyres. We actually have about half of them running soft and half running medium, so we'll soon see what tyres are best to start off with once we kick off again.
Yeah, I know some people don't mind the mediums. It can have decent pace once they get warmed up, which they should warm up by the time you finish the GP circuit, really. But it's also a bit of a minimizing risk, really. If something's going to go wrong, it's going to be lap one. So may as well be on mediums and get that nonsense out of the way.
that was my option. So I was like, mediums, have a crash and get rid of them and go back to softs again.
The other benefit too, really, is hour-and-a-half race, and if you've got so many different strategy options running around in your head, if you start on mediums, it's out of the way, and every pit stop you just press X on the tyres, and you're not going to accidentally not run mediums for the race. So it also minimises those sort of options, especially as you get deeper into the race and a few brain fades start to happen. Hour and a half's a big ask around this track.
Yeah, I used to wait for teammates to come up with a strategy and then just like take it into account, but then never do it anyway, because I mean you can sit there and do so many laps practicing and get a perfect strategy and all that, but it doesn't account for the walls you hit or what if you come off or stuff like that. So I just always found it best to go in with no strategy and just take it as it comes.
Yeah. Like it's not a bad option to have different avenues available to you. But as I said, if your team comes up with strats, it's good to have those. Be aware of those options so you can change mid race if you need to, depending on what happens. No, it looks like Broken Spoke's just trying to join the lobby now. DCE must be pit stop time for him. He'll be back in a minute.
Most of them are just sitting there, ghosted. So I think they're all just waiting now.
Yeah.
We got a couple going around the track.
Got Bozzo and Soul Reaper practicing pretty hard.
W2W to watch with about 124 points, I think it is, separating them from the top of their leaderboard. So I think Soul Reaper will be looking to get ahead of him, score some points.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a good battle between those guys through the race. Soul Reaper had the superior qualifying by quite a long way, but I'm not sure whether Bozza had a clean run through quali and also how much extra practice he's been putting in this week. So qualifying to a degree, you got to take with a pinch of salt. Grain of salt through this track. You got some guys who practice it religiously, and you got guys who never jump on it. But you can make up a lot of time with just a few days of practice.
Yeah, with Soul Reaper and a couple others, myself included, we did the qualifying Saturday, the day before the Div 4 and the E-League, and we had a problem with our lobby, so we only had, if you were quick enough, you got 2 laps to practice on, that was it.
Yeah.
So we had like I think 9 minutes to get around the track. So.
Oh yeah, wasn't the one like if you locked the time in already, you could either take it and you're done, or you could go out again.
Right, yeah.
Or there was also the option to jump into the time slot after, and your time would be wiped.
Yeah, that was the one.
All right, here we go. So Hammy's kicked it off again. He's called it to no more restarts. This is it. So any more light glitches or whatever, it's engine retirement for that person, unfortunately. Let's hope everyone can get away, because everyone's put in so much practice through the week. It'd be a sad way to start the night. Take 3, here we go.
So they're all away?
Looks like it. Looking good.
Yeah.
Everyone's a lot more careful into
getting a bit tight through turn 2 there.
Ooh.
Mad Mitch didn't.
Wow.
Yep, okay. I think everyone got through relatively unscathed there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No damage throughout the field, so that's really good. Interest.
There you go, Expat's just taking the lead.
Yeah, good move. He's on the soft, so he had the bit of tire grip down there. DC is on medium, so he'll be looking to stick with him and save a bit of fuel in that Jag, so we'll see how he's able to play that tactic out. Following that, though, Broken Spoke, he's in the Lexus, he's also on softs, and he'll be dragging Soul Reaper around with him, also on softs. And see me crashing that lovely looking Dodge Viper right behind him, putting on that pressure as they come through there. He's also on softs too. Sis Packer, he's on the mediums too. He's already made up a spot though over Mad Mitch. He's also mediums, and then Packer on the Nissan on softs.
Uppy Baby's on mediums. He's sitting right up CS Packer. So, saying that, he's going around the outside of him, going into the chicane. whether he can hold it or no, manages to keep it. So, what's the name? Lost it. No,
Con's
lost
already
it.
moved up to 10th from the back, from pretty much the back of the grid too, and Dodgy's moved up past Hammy as well. I'm not sure what's happened to Hammy there. He's on the mediums though, so he's had a bit of a slow start, and he's just going to hang around the back and just take them off one by one as time goes on.
I think he's the only Aston in this lobby.
He's the only Aston in the league. I don't think anyone else chose the Aston.
I think two my team did, but they dropped out. I'm not too sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we were Aston and Toyota, so.
Right. Yeah. But I have not seen an Aston on the grid besides Hammy's and the privateer Harley Herbert last round. So, yeah, very, very interesting there. But yeah, Expat Seppo is already 2.5 seconds clear of DCE, who has got an angry pack of soft runners right behind. You've got the two Lexus of Broken Spoke and Soul Reaper, who are desperate to get past because they got Semi Crash and CS Packer, who's starting to bridge the gap to them a little bit too. So, we're going to have a great battle all the way 2nd to 8th through here, all the way through the Nordschleife here. Problem for the Lexus is that Jag has got a lot of straight line speed, so it's not going to be easy for them to use the slip down the straight.
Okay, my thing's gone a bit weird. I got I was Soul Reaper in 4th and
Yep, he's in 4th.
Yeah, but on the left hand side of my race info, I got him as 3rd.
Oh, okay, that's very strange.
So it goes, so at the moment at the moment it's like DC, Seppo and Oz and Broken Spokes, but watching him, it's obviously the opposite way around, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, make do with that, might clear itself later.
Hey, look, they've already made it all the way through to Corbin Corner, relatively unscathed. They've all bridged the gap to Con by about 4 seconds, and they're coming through this lovely corner. I can never remember what it's called, so I get it wrong. It's like hit, miss, hit, or miss, hit, miss. I don't know.
There's so many corners I can't remember them all either.
I either hit them all or missed them all on that part of the track, so I can never remember which way you're supposed to take it. So good luck if you're following me tonight. I don't know where I'm going either. But yeah, so Expat, he continues to build a good lead at the moment. It's over 3 seconds clear of DCE, who's still managing to hold out Broken Spoke, who's gotten past Soul Reaper. Semi Crash in that Dodge is really trying to find a way past, and yeah, they're starting to build a bit of a lead over CS Packer here, who about to get taken by Mad Mitch here. No, he pulls out of it, so CS Packer's going to hold that 6th spot at the moment. So we do have our first casualty here. Boz is in 13th at the moment, 35 seconds off the lead and 17 behind RPU. He's sporting rear aero damage, so on the mediums you'd expect him to be pitting this lap.
Boz's got a bit of rear engine damage as well.
Yeah, rear aero.
Rear aero.
I mean, you could do a second lap on it. It's probably going to cost you 10 to 15 seconds a lap, depending on your confidence levels on it, which is quicker than pitting an extra time, so it really just depends on how that ties in with his strat. Oh, yeah, we're back in second here. DCE. He's about 3.5 behind, but man, he's managed to hold out Broken Spoke, Soul Reaper, Semi Crash all the way through to the first carousel there. So this battle back of 4 guys is really starting to heat up, and you can see Broken Spoke on those softs really trying to force his way through. And what I'm really surprised about is that Jag is a thirsty car, but he's got more fuel left than Broken Spoke at this point, although Broken Spoke does have a bit of a fuel save issue in his car, so in saying that, he's also got more fuel than Soul Reaper, so DCE doing a great job on mediums, holding everyone behind him while also saving more fuel than everyone behind him. And all that battle enabled CS Packer to utilise that Porsche through the back end of the track and tag onto the back of these guys. Yeah, I think, once you get between the two carousels, that's really, really single-file lines through there. You just need to pick your line, save your fuel, and just line up the back straight, really.
It'd be interesting to go when they come up to this long straight, the battle for second, who catches on the back end of who, because they're all relatively close, so the draft should help.
Well, as soon as you get to about 2-3 cars back, it's going to be hard to pass because, you'll get that extra slip, but as soon as you pull out, you're going to hit a brick wall because the guy in front has also got slip. As DC gets a little taily out of the second carousel, so that may give Brogensberg a bit of a run, but I mean, the other thing they need to look out for is not taking the spot too soon. It's such a long straight that if you make the pass too soon, the guy's just going to slip you back and get you into the final braking zone. But I mean, Expat, he's just running away with this. He's on 6-second gap to DCE behind him. But I have a feeling Expat is going to be on a 2-stopper.
It's like Brogensberg is overtaking.
Although he's maybe borderline fuel just to get there.
Yep, Soul Reaper is going to be in second by the end of the straight, I think.
Oh, right the curb there. All broken. CS Pack is off in the background there. I mean, he gathers it back up. He's actually managed to take DCE from second down to 6th there. All of that slipstream there, and good hold by CS Packer. Makes the move off tracks. I'm not too sure how that's going to play out, but I mean, the Porsche's probably never gone so fast in its life. Again, well done, Mad Mitch, Mac and Jack, top 8. They've broken the gap back to Dodgy. Dodgy's made his way past Con. Hammy's in from 11th on lap 1 off his mediums. Up You Baby's following suit in that Nissan as well, and Boz is still getting around. He's already on half fuel, so he's probably worst off on fuel throughout the whole league. Maybe level with Simi crashing the Dodge.
He'll probably do the same. Yep.
Yeah, he's ducking in too to get off those mediums and
probably repair that damage as well. He's had it as well.
Oh, 100%. So somewhere in all that, so Brokensberg's already motoring. He's already gained 1.2 on Expat Seppo, just through to the Schumacher S's up there. So he's really motoring now. He might be one to watch here. He was showing good pace, I heard, in the practice lobbies earlier today. So he might be able to rise his way to the top here. Mad Mitch's made a move on the outside of DCE. I think DCE is giving him the space there through the chicane just before they head on to the Nordschleife. So that was an important overtake there for Mad Mitch. Although they're both on mediums, again, it's important to get ahead before you reach that section. Congratulations to Con. He's made it through lap 1 in that Audi. No damage.
And on medium still.
Yeah. And those mediums almost look untouched as well.
Dodgy's also on mediums.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Dodgy's doing the 2 or the 3 stopper. I know people have been practicing, the 2 or 3 lap stints. People have been practicing both all through the week. So I think it's coming down to who's comfortable doing a 3rd lap on their tyres.
Well, looking at his tyres, they're actually not that bad. So he's actually been able to maintain them pretty well through the first couple of laps.
And look, that's the other thing too. Some people, although certain strategies may not be quicker overall than other strategies, but they do at least keep Hugh a little bit more balanced throughout the race, so it minimises the risk of coming into fatal damages through this track. Oh, Maccajack's just gotten a bit wide through there, heading up the hill. He's managed to save it though, so good job there, Macca. Keep it together, man. That Nissan's a handful.
He's just trying to keep with Mad Mitch at the moment for the straight.
But worrying about DCE behind him as well.
Yeah.
Still got a great battle here. So Soul Reaper's managed to get past Broken Spoke. There's still about 5.5 back of expat Seppo, who's just having the time of his life out there, unfazed, untouched by anybody at the moment. You got this great three-way battle for second spot between Soul Reaper, Broken Spoke, and See Me Crash. Oh, sorry, four-way battle. CS Packers. He's just dropped back a little bit there. He's just made a bit of a mistake. But yeah, it's pretty much a four-way battle here for second spot.
See Me Crashes keen to get past Broken Spoke.
It'd be interesting to see the Lexus up this back straight here, going up the hill. I know a few of the guys are keeping it in fifth, although that uses more fuel. Apparently, it keeps a couple extra Ks. But you can see also Reaper and Broken Spoke both using 6th gear here, so it will cost them a bit of speed, but they will be saving that little bit extra fuel in doing so. Okay, Soul Reaper, yeah, he's kind of gapped Broken Spoke now though. He's about 8/10 clear and he has pulled in about a second over Expat 2 as he comes through the first carousel, so this might be Soul Reaper's chance to put the hammer down and see what he can do about Expat in front. Although if I was to hazard a guess here, Expat might be on a 3-lap stint here.
Well, his tyres are a little less worn than Soul Reaper, as he goes off.
He's got the fuel for it, where I don't think Soul Reaper does.
I think Soul Reaper's
gone around him again.
Come off.
Yeah, he came off the.
He slid off the track. Hit the fence, avoided damage though, which was lucky. But yeah, he's now down to 5th spot, where a bit of dirty tyres, and he'll just be looking to try and ease back into it now. But yeah, that's not what he needed. It was about 4 seconds back of Expat and starting to close the gap. So if Expat can just hold this lead here and he's doing 3-lap stints, I think he's pretty much in prime position right now.
Jump out of the lobby for a quick sec. I got nothing on my screen's changing. Still got DC in first and all that, and the times are like 508 seconds into a lap. So.
Okay.
Yep. See Me Crash has just taken second. But Broken Spoke, what's happened to him?
Oh, he's off in the second carousel. Avoided oh no, he's got front right suspension and front aero damage. He's lost the spot to CS Packer. Any chance we managed to get a replay of that, or
just
not really?
Chuck the replay on. It looked like there was a bit of contact, but it was sort of hard to see. But yeah, he's gone wide.
Yeah, he's now lost that spot to old Soul Reaper now, so Soul Reaper's gotten 1 spot back. CS Packer's moved up into 3rd spot in that Porsche. He'll be in this lap definitely, but we've got Expat Seppo, he's on softs. He's probably just got about a third of tank left. And his softs look pretty decent condition. He might be going for a 3-lap stint here. Yes, he's staying out. So see me crashing the Dodge Viper. He's running on empty right now, so he's coming to the pits. 9% Soul Reaper. He's got a little bit more left, so he'll gain a lot of time on see me crash here. His Packer, Broken Spoke and Maccajack are also in. Mac has saved a boatload of fuel as well. Mad Mitch on the medium is also staying out for a third lap, and DCE and the Jag also on for a third lap. So a few varying strategies we're seeing here. We've got a soft runner on 3-lap stint, and we've got 2 medium runners on a 3-lap stint. So really opening the door here. I'd almost say that the 3-lap stinters on mediums will be doing 2 laps to the end, and XFAT might be going for a 3-stop race here. 3-3-3-2.
There, cleared up now, so I can watch the race properly.
Welcome back. Dodgy's just leaving the pits too now, so he was on a 2-lapper on there. He's out on his softs now, so he's got his mediums out of the way and good to go. He's got Cis Packer in front and Oz Soul Reaper. Con, yeah, he's sticking out for a third lap in that Audi as well, so if he can keep his times consistent and quick, he might be somebody to jump up quite a few spots through the race as well.
Didn't Boz 777 already pit on the first race, on the first lap?
Yeah, he did.
He's still
So
on
who
medium.
did I say? Oh, no, he's on softs. Boz is on softs.
There's a medium for mine. Oh, fair enough.
RIP GDS. Oh no. Boz has just gone off on turn 1. Avoided damage to the tyres. Yeah, he's cost me about 5 or 6 seconds.
I'd say commentator's curse, but I stopped talking about him after he came
No.
off. So.
Every time I'm cycling to someone, I feel like they're going wide. I decided to up you, and he was going wide, coming onto the back straight of the GP circuit. We'll avoid Dodgy because don't want to give him the curse today. He will not be happy with me.
Look at Seppo, he's pulled an 11.5 second lead on Mad Mitch. So whether he can keep that, and he'll definitely have to come in for the pits this lap. He's only got a quarter of a tank left, so.
Oh man, if anyone can get 4 laps out of here while maintaining pace, that's an effort in itself. So yeah, got no idea who's going to end up where. There's too many strats flying around at the moment. There's a bit of chat going on the YouTube screen about how many NA cars we're going to have, NAFR cars we're going to have for next season, noting the Corvette and the Lexus results this season. They reckon a lot of teams are going to start choosing the Lexus for next season, especially ZD. I heard it's his favourite car that he's ever driven, and he can't wait to strap back in for Season 8.
It's a bit of a battle here with Soul Reaper and CME Crash.
Yeah, and they've got Broken Spoke just a couple seconds up the road as well, so they'll be released by Broken Spoke soon, I think.
Con's actually doing pretty well, being up and forth in that Audi, so he's been able to handle it pretty well.
Yeah. I'm just
Tyres
trying to
aren't
figure out
actually.
what's going on here. Broken Spoke's on mediums right now. He's just coming to the pits. He might only be on a 1 lap stint here on those mediums to get him out of the way. He only filled up maybe halfway as well. So yeah, that's going to release him. He crashed in Soul Reaper for lap 4.
Oh, up your baby just went wide. No damage, so.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that this Nissan is not a lot of fun around this track. Unless you name Super Dragon, who no car seems to phase him around here. But yeah, it's a handful for everybody else.
Something's happened to Hammer the Bone, unless I missed it. He's got back aero damage and right suspension damage.
Yeah, I think he went off around sector 5-6. That's where he's lost his time.
Must be when I was off, so missed that one.
So yeah, ZD's confirmed Lexus is the worst.
Seems that Mad Miss has been able to close that gap on Seppo, down to 5 seconds. So unless Seppo's come off somewhere, or he's just.
I think it's just constantly
wild.
fluctuating with these guys. It seems to be going from anywhere 4.5 to 6.5, and I think it's really just about who's more committed to those parts of the track. Although, yeah, oh, wait a minute, because this was up about 10 seconds earlier, wasn't it? It was 11 seconds at the start of the lap. Yeah. Expat's about 14 seconds off his lap time. Sorry about that, I completely missed that. I mean, he lost 4 seconds in sector 11. If anyone can remember which part of the track that is. I can't, I got no idea. I'm just struggling to see where the rest of that time was lost. Yeah, both running red now, flashing red, they'll be all in. Same with DCE.
Yeah.
So, I mean, after 3 laps, the 7.5 seconds covering the top 3.
Brogan Spokes might be making a move on Maccajack. Same with Soul Reaper and CME Crash.
Brogan Spook's playing the good game. He's just saving fuel behind Macca and just bumping him down the straight.
Soul Reaper's gone around. So.
Oh, no, here he goes now making the move. He's now making the move under the bridge on that crest there. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. You make the move too soon, they're just going to slip you back, but unable to get it done there. You had to lift off too much coming around the outside there. Coming into the pits, you may as well just back off.
Mad Mitch, Seppo and DC are all in the pits.
Con will be in too.
Expect.
Yep, Macca will be in. Broken Spoke will be in, and I think Broken Spoke might jump him. He's got 15% extra fuel, so it really just depends on how far up they're filling now.
So, these Soul Reaper and CME Crash stay out. Same with Packer and Dodgy.
Yep.
Seppo's out.
Alright, so here we go. We've got a 3-second gap now between first to third now with all those pit stops. Dodgy's found his way up into 4th spot. There you go. Hammy's coming in the pits now. He'll get rid of that damage.
I assume that Boswell will go in as well. For fuel.
Mad Mitch out onto his medium stint here, and I think everybody else is running softs right now.
So, looks like Sorry was slowly pulling away from CME Crash. Brought it up to a 2.5 second lead now.
Looks like ZD's begging for a commentator comment coming up here, talking about who the team's champions are going to be. I mean, if you're watching the stream, you can see the comments, so I don't think it needs to be repeated. Sorry, ZD.
I don't think actually we have any Toyotas, any Supras or FT1s in there, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, definitely none of those cars in this lobby tonight. Don't know about the FT1, but definitely the Supra is... It's going to be a struggle to get a 3-lap stint out of it and keep up with a competitive time.
Mitch keeping up with DC Racing, so if he can stay there, he might be able to see a pass coming up to a straight. Oh, we're slow pulling away. As we see...
If you want to drop back to 8th or 9th, Mac has tried to make a move on Con at one of the hardest spots of the track. Con's managed to hold it, while Mac has kind of gotten off. He's gotten off scot-free though, no damage, but he has lost the spot to Broken Spoke there. I don't know if that's worth a replay there.
Yeah, let's jump on the replay. On board with Con. Alright. Yeah, there's a bit of contact, yeah, with the Maka, yeah.
Was Uppy Baby involved in that? Because he's got back aero and left...
He was nowhere near.
Well, he's got back aero and left suspension damage. So, what's happened there, I have no idea.
GDR life is what I'm going to put that down to.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't see where Uppy was.
Yeah, look, nothing against the GDR runners. It is honestly a handful of a car. It does not like the bumps. It does not like getting unsettled. It is a handful. Whereas the Lexus doesn't know what a bump is. It just steamrolls anything. Same as the Corvette.
Oh, Con got a bit wild there, and he's in the Audi. Managed to hold it.
Must be the extra grip on the softs. Oh, gets a bit of a bump from Broken Spoke there though, but no harm, no foul there. Just a friendly tap.
Definitely see a pass coming up when they hit the straight with these two.
You really need to get the job done before Courage Corner up here, otherwise, yeah, you're going to have to try and make a dive at the right-hander leading up to the carousel, otherwise you're in for the ride for the rest of the lap. Yeah, Con covers off well. And he's also got the run out of Courage Corner up to the next main braking spot up here, so yeah, good job there. Although, again, Broken Spoke breaks a little later, bit of a tap. Again, nothing serious.
Jump back up to the front. Soul Reaper's got a 4.5 second lead from CME Crash. Narrows it down to, I don't know. CME Crash will have to go for the pits.
Yeah, I think Reaper and Semi Crash will both be in this lap. I think Semi Crash will be really pushing for a third lap. It's very borderline whether he'll make it.
I think
from here.
Packer's also the same. He'll have to come in.
Oh, he's only about 48% right now. He's got plenty. He's got plenty for a third lap.
Oh, LP Baby's got front arrow and left suspension as well. Something's also come wrong again.
Oh, lap 4 is not going to plan for RP Baby. Unlucky, mate. You got Hammy reeling him in now. I think something else might happen to Bosnia now. He's now 2 minutes 20 back as well. No damage, but he was only minute 40, minute 45 coming out of the pit, so he's lost a lot of time somewhere else too. Alright, let's check what's happening here. So Soul Reaper's Timmy Crash coming down the back straight. I think they're both going to be in this lap. There's no way you can get through on about 20%, which is what Soul Reaper's on. Timmy Crash is probably about 25 now. But they've got a 2-second gap back to CS Packer at the moment, who looks to have about 35-40% left. And he is purple at the moment, so although the guys in front of purple, they're pitting. So we may see a new fastest lap from CS Packer this lap. Timmy Crash is in as well. And Packer's staying out.
Pack stays out.
So he now assumes race lead here. Yeah, 25.73, nice lap. Dodgy's staying out too.
Another one.
So great lap from Dodgy there, 26.5, great time on your second lap on those softs. So you've got Packer and Dodgy leading the way, both on 3 lap stints at the moment. We've got Expat Seppo 15 seconds behind. He looks like he's just finished an out lap there.
Here come kind of Broken Spokes and Con down the straight. I don't know if he's going to overtake before the first corner. Pretty risky. Oh,
he's going to go around the outside here. But, they've got Semi Crash just up ahead coming out of the pits. Plenty of time, but on those cold tyres, they will likely catch him through the back end of this GP circuit.
Looks like that the fight between Broken Spokes and Con has let Macca Jack catch up. He was not a second away last I checked anyway.
Yeah, well, Broken Spoke reeled him in by 3-4 seconds that last lap, and he really just needs to find a way past that great wall of Con.
I'm assuming Uppy Bay gets a bit wild.
He'll be in the pits,
He'll
yeah.
be in the pits, so to get those damage done.
So that'll be a long one for him. So he's got Hammy. He's just made a move past him now. So this is what's going to get interesting, right? You've got the 2 guys in the front, both on softs, both doing 3-lap stint at the moment. And I think it's going to come down to who can hold the tyres longer. Tyre wear looks fairly similar. Dodgy's got a bit more front wear versus the Porsche. But the Porsche does work its hard tyres fairly hard. So we'll see what happens throughout this lap. 7 seconds and
Ooh.
see if Dodgy can reel him in.
Interesting. The Porsche actually has the fastest lap from CS Packer, so he's obviously pushing that thing as hard as he can.
Not many other people have a flying lap at the moment. So, I mean, the Porsche, that is a good time, 8:25, but beyond the first lap, not many people have completed a flying lap due to pretty much every lap being an in and out lap if you're doing 2-lap stints. So your fastest, if you're on 2-lap stints, your fastest lap really isn't going to come till lap 11
Yeah.
if you finish on a 2-lap stint.
Oh, Conan broken spoke. He got a bit of contact there.
Oh, and DC,
Oh man,
Matt,
Mitch is off.
he's got engine damage.
Engine, yeah.
So he's rolling along
right.
the fence here, just getting out of everyone's way here. Broken spoke, so yeah, he's a bit of contact, but he's gotten past Con.
He'll move
Mad
past
Mitch is staying well out of their way at the moment, so great job by Mad Mitch. Very unlucky there, mate.
Let's just jump back and see what happened with Mad Mitch. I missed it a bit, but I think he's come around that fast turn and just gone wide and hit the grass.
The right-hander after the little bit of a bump, yeah?
Yeah.
So hard if you get too much air there, you just hit the track a little bit too late and car can be a bit unsettled. ZD's telling Broken Spoke to lick it and send it. And yeah, that's exactly what he's done. He's got a second gap already on Con. So he's easily got the better speed here, and he needed to get that done, so good job.
You got Sam crashed right up back of Soul Reaper. The battle for 7th between Broken Spokes, Con and Maccajack might pick up, as they're not well within a second. Oh, Con gets a bit wild.
Oh, Simi Crash is making a move on the side of Soul Reaper. He's got the job done. I think Soul Reaper's just kind of lifted as they're coming up to Courage Corner there. No point in trying to make that a too wide proposition. Good racing by both of them. Good job, Soul Reaper, playing the long game there. And you are mediums first off, so smart racing there by both.
Yeah, Maccajack maybe making a move on Con sometime this lap. Boy.
Yeah, he'll be seeing that gap. Broken Spoke's just running away at the moment. Almost 4 seconds clear of Corn now, so Macca will be seeing that and just... Yeah, he won't want to see... You won't want to see that. He'll be doing everything he can to get past Con, as you said.
Might see Seppo take the lead at the end of this lap. You have CS Packer and Dodgy flashing. They definitely got to come in.
Oh mate, great job by Dodgy there. He's held the gap to CS Packer that whole lap. He's just lost maybe half a second coming onto the straight, so that's just going to build and build as they get down the straight there. But great job by both of them, keeping the pressure on each other there. Knowing, as you said, Seppo's coming up behind him, he will be taking the lead after this lap by the look of it. As yeah, this looks to be his middle lap of another 3 lap stint for Seppo.
Looks like Con's been able to hold Maccajack down that straight, so he's looks to be in lead, but we have Maccajack flashing, so Con might be able to, don't know if Con's going to get it. No, Con and Maccajack both in the pits as well.
Yeah, I would assume Con's done just 1 3-lap stint, now following up with 2s the rest of the race. Just judging by his timer on the softs, 2-lap stints on the softs, and just go for it. Got half the field in the pits right now.
Tim Turtle coming down the straight, he'd be happy to see the pits coming up. Fix that engine damage and front aero and suspension.
Oh yeah, that's a long drive. It's already cost him 1:10. Plus the unscheduled pit stop. It's a good minute and a half to 2 minute costing.
Oh, buzzer's gone off again.
I just flicked to him and saw that as well. Yeah, unlucky to buzzer coming up to the carousel, the corner before the carousel. He's just lost it a bit wide.
Oh.
Hit the fence, got in front aero and front right suspension there. So that'll be another. He's pitting on his lap anyway, so that'll be another pit for him.
He'd have had to pit either way. He's flashing as he's coming down, so more time in the pits. Sitting there getting all that damage repaired, so that's unfortunate for Bozza.
Yeah, unlucky, mate. Looking at the lead though, Seppo's got 8.3 second lead over Semi Crash. Although looking at their last lap time, Semi Crash was about 9 seconds quicker. So I know it's a three lap stint versus 2 lap stint, but we can see these guys right together at the end of this lap. And depending on how fuel works out, that I think Semi Crash will have a shorter pit stop as well, and may be in first spot, or at least may jump expert Seppo coming into lap 7. CS Pack is still holding third though on the 3 lap stints, so yeah, and this lap again he might be back in the lead. Dodge only 6.5 seconds back.
You have Sorry from the back of DCE, so whether he can make something move somewhere.
Yeah. It's harder than it sounds around here.
Yeah, I tried. I caught the end of that. Trying to come around someone in my race. Yeah, didn't end well.
Yeah, Mac has fallen off the back of Con there, so that battle's kind of starting to drift out a bit. Mad Mitch has got his car repaired. He's 9 seconds behind up you and 9 seconds clear of Hammy, so he'll be wanting to put the hammer down and really start to tag on the back there and make a move on up you and see if you can at least gain a bit more time back on the leaders.
Saying that, CM Crash has got a 17-second lead between him and CS Packer, so that's going to be a pretty big ask around here.
Well, Semi Crash will be likely in at the end of this lap. He's almost half the gap to Expat in front of him. It's down to 5 seconds and closing. But the problem is they're both in this lap, judging by the fuel burn. CS Packer's still got another, including this lap, 3 laps out on track if he sticks to the same strat as last spot. So, I mean, that's the tough thing on that 3-lap stint is you don't have the quickest outright pace. But if you can keep it off the fence, keep it on the track, you're doing 2 less stops. I've seen Semi Crash, he's already below 4 seconds now behind Expat, so I expect him to ride on his tail as they're coming through the second carousel. Maybe this might be where they finally catch each other.
CM's got slightly better tyres than Tebo, so
I'm just cycling the field up. Up-You's got more re-damage again. Oh man, Up-You unlucky, mate. That Nissan, I'm telling you.
Semi Crash has been able to just reel Seppo in. He's already make it down to the 2.5 seconds. So he's definitely pushing that to its limits.
Semi Crashes on purple as well.
Yeah. Here's the tough thing though, if that Viper's doing 2 lap stints the rest of the way and Seppo's on 3 lap stints, I think he's still got to do his medium running. So after this lap, Seppo's only got 1 more stop, where Semi Crash has got 2. Oh no, coming in on laps. Actually, man, I can't count. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I can't keep up. Lap 6, yeah. So Seppo's coming in end of this lap, end of lap 9. Semi Crash is presuming coming in this lap, and I think he's got a pit on lap 8 and 10. Depends on if he finishes with a 3-lap stint or not. But Pack is also gaining on Expat Seppo too. He's gained 2 seconds so far, but being on the fresher rubber is really key to that.
What didn't DC ever take so
Oh no,
through this lap?
Expat has gone around.
Oh, and he's gone around trying to put it the right way.
And gotten damaged in the process.
Front aero, front left suspension. It's coming into the second, it's the left-hander before the second carousel.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I don't know corner names besides carousels.
The fatigue is starting to set in around now, I reckon, for some people.
Oh, the fatigue setting in for me, and I'm just watching it, and I've still got a race later. Shout out to everyone on track right now. This is not an easy race. Yeah, as Fang also says in the chat, it's like witching hour when fatigue sets in. I think this is a late message from ZD2 saying spit on it and send it straight in there.
You got CM Crash coming in.
Yeah, CM crashes in. Expat will be following him anyway, so the only positive is that damage happened on an in-lap anyway. And that'll see CS Packer Jump on both. Likely followed by Dodgy. I think Dodgy will make it past
Dodgy will
both
make
of them
it.
as well.
Soul Reaper might be lucky just to pass him as well.
Yeah, he's just coming onto the front straight now.
Have DC on the back of Broken Spokes.
Semi Crash is just coming out now, so
DC has damage.
he's going out for one more lap too. DCE's got aero and front left suspension. As I said, yeah, if you can keep it together, it's only a 10-15 second lap time loss with damage. Quicker than a pit stop. But higher risk.
Yeah, I think my race I had the same front left and damage. As long as it's not too bad, it doesn't pull too hard to one side when you're racing. But yeah, it does count into your times.
I'd almost prefer rear suspension damage if I'm going to have any of it.
Con's been able to get 7th in that Audi, so that's big shout out to him for doing that, as that car doesn't agree with this track.
Yeah, he's still second and a bit ahead of Macca, so those two are really starting to have a good little battle here in terms of overall pace. They're very evenly matched at the moment. The last 2 lap times have been almost identical.
That came out of mediums.
Yeah, so this would be his... I've got no idea. He did looks like he's done a 3-lap stint to start with and then a 2-lap stint, so I don't know if he's gone on this is a 2 or a 3-lap stint now.
CME crash closing on the back of Soul Reaper, by the look of it. Whether he can stick there until the end of the track where the straights come up, don't know. But he's pushing out some good times when he before he pitted, so.
Yeah, I'm really liking his pace at the moment. He's got good speed in him. He's doing consistent times at the moment. He actually looks like he's getting a little bit quicker as the race wears on as well. Noting at the start he was in a bit of a traffic jam of about 4 or 5 cars. So now that he's kind of been unleashed a little bit, he's showing a bit more of his true pace out there now. So we've got Packer and Dodgy both running purples at the moment, and this is their middle lap as well.
Up using the pits.
Bozza, he's going to make up a spot. Well done, Bozza. Stick with it, mate. 12th place.
I don't remember Up You Baby getting engine damage.
Oh, either do I. I saw him get damage earlier on in the lap, but that must have unsettled his car a little bit, which the Nissan doesn't need a lot for that to happen. Dodgy's really just taken 10ths out of CS Pack. RPU's left the room, he's had enough. Unless it's just a disconnect, but yeah, I think... Yeah, unlucky Up Your Baby, man. It was a tough race. But yeah, Dodgy's just taken, 2 tenths, 3 tenths here, every sector, just slowly reeling in CS Packer at the moment. Both of them still running real good pace though. CS Packer's purple. And yeah, Dodgy's also purple. See what Semi Crash is at the moment. He's now 13. We won't see whether he's purple or not.
The Crash is obviously overtaking Soul Reaper. I missed it. Broken Spoke slowly doing the same, catching him. Was catching him.
Yeah, Soul Reaper lost it in sector 7 there. He lost out 3-4 seconds.
Well, we have Con and Mackajack.
Oh, Mac has got past him.
Con got into the wall.
Con's off. Front aero, right suspension, and it's the Audi. His rear tires. Oh, he's come back on the track, and Expat Seppo's collected him. Expat Seppo's now got front aero and right suspension as well. I don't know if we should jump on with Expat and get a replay of that, Herbs, if that's possible.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Expat's in 9th.
Yep. Yeah, he just had nowhere to go.
I'm not sure if Colin came across the track or not. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Bit unlucky for Seppo because now he's got to make that choice of pitting early to get rid of the damage or to carry on. Move back up to 3rd. Simi Crash is now got in the gap a ton of 12 seconds to 6 back in the lead and 6.5 behind Dodgy for 2nd. He's really needs 2 guys in at the moment. But yeah, he'll that's going to make lap 8 really interesting, as I think Dodgy and Packer have both got one more lap left in them on their tank.
Dodgy's still pulling purple, so really giving that Lexus everything it's got.
Yeah, Packer's 6/10 purple, but I've got a feeling Dodgy's going to be about 2 or 3 seconds purple. But pretty much as soon as you get through these couple corners here, you're a shoe into the end of the lap. I don't know about you, but I find the second carousel is almost more challenging than the first.
I find it. I don't know actually. I find the second one a bit easier to take. It looks like it does dip down a bit more, but it's not as long.
Yeah.
So if you don't get the cornering right and come out of it wrong, you can spin your car.
Yeah, I find it's more of a killer than the first one. The first one I feel you got a bit more recovery keeping off the fences. The second one it looks like it's begging you to take it quicker. Yeah, see, this pack is almost a second purple again, so on track for 23, 348.
Yep. Nice one, Dodgy.
He's got to see me crash now, 4 seconds behind him. Soul Reaper's in the pits. As if for DCE, is he going to come into the pits this lap or not? Oh, he thinks twice, he's going to stay out. He's going to carry that front damage for one more lap.
Yeah, see if Seppo comes in to repair that damage or stays out.
Yeah, so he's gotten past Con by about 6 seconds, and yeah, he's coming in. Yeah,
Con will follow.
Yeah, no doubt. Con's got rear damage now. He's come off again somewhere along the way.
No, real damage was from Seppo hitting him.
Oh, of course, of course.
Got Broken Spoke and Soul Reaper come out of the pits together. It's quite close.
Okay, but I think he'll likely be in with them for this on this lap, but I don't know whether Simi Crash has got one more stop in him or not. He does look like he's pitting every second lap, so I think he may still need his 1 lap mediums somewhere.
Hammy's in the pits. Boz is flashing, so he'll definitely have to come in this lap. Now pulling
Oh,
it to 8.
no, Dodgy's had an off. He's avoided damage, but I think it's that right-hander just after you get a little bit of air. Unlucky there, Dodgy. He's still in third, mate. Head down, keep it going. He has lost a lot of time, though. He's now 20 seconds back. So he's lost about 15 seconds there. But positive thinking, he's got no damage.
Still 27 seconds, or 16 seconds out of DCE, so...
Yeah, you got plenty of time, Dodgy. Keep your head, mate. You got this.
DC has damage, front aero and left suspension.
Yeah, he had that last lap and decided to not pit.
Oh, that's right, yeah. He's think that I'm not racing this after this.
Oh man, I am.
I'm getting fatigued.
My eyes are tired, day full of Renaults. And yeah. But as DCE, look, it's a good gamble if you can keep it straight, even with the damage. It's the loss isn't as harsh as having to pit an extra time.
Oh, seeing me crash, it's a bit wild.
Yeah,
he's still purple though.
Yep, just overtaken him. Can't remember if it was those two.
I don't know if I should do some spoilers for Div 1, so I would not be surprised that there's been some unfortunate laps going on in the Div 1 lobby for him.
Dodge really showing its pace around this track.
Oh, for sure. Semi Crash is doing a great job in that car. Hitting the apex, there's beautiful lines. Great times too. And as I said earlier, he's getting quicker as the race goes on. It's really going to come down to pit stops at this point in time, whether he's got one more or two more left.
Oh, Dodgy gets a bit wild.
You got this, Dodgy. 3 and a bit laps to go, mate. You got this. Oh, yeah, it gets a bit wild at the carousel, but holds it. Nice save there, Dodgy. Again, I think it's that fatigue setting in here. Oh no, Packers round. He's avoided damage for now. He's lost the lead to Semi Crash. Yeah, he's avoided damage though, so yeah. That battle between him and Dodgy may heat back up depending on time lost there. But yeah, he's lost 13.5 seconds to his normal time as well. So again, he's still now 8 seconds and growing back behind Semi Crash. So Semi Crash is just seeing this open up for him.
Packer and Dodgy both have to come in this lap. Dodgy just started flashing. Yeah.
At that point, that's still plenty of fuel to get back. He'll probably be on about 2-3% maybe at that stage. It's one of those awkward ones that seems to start flashing a hell of a long way from home. But yeah, through his practice, he'll know that, and he'll be fine. Oh, Semi Crash has gone off before the second carousel. It's just a bit of an off, but he has not sustained damage though. So what a battle here. We've got the top 3 guys have each had a spin this lap, and all 3 of them have avoided getting damage.
Which is obviously close that gap down to 2 seconds, so it all depends on what they do for their pit strategy. So
it'll be 3 seconds by the end of this straight, I reckon, with the speed of that Dodge versus the Porsche. So I've just got a 3-lap stint in it. I'd guess that the Dodgy and CS Parker are coming in just for their last time and going to finish on a 3-lap stint.
might see Sorry overtake Broken Spokes down the straight. He's well within the slip, so
We'll see how much Broken Spoke defends here, or the Soul Reaper just gives him the bump and just. Okay, so the little all-in semi-crash 9%, dodgy 2%, Packer 7%, so...
DC will be in as well.
Yeah, he'll take a little longer with that damage to repair.
Gives the lead back to
Broken Spoke, and Soul Reaper, half a second in it, so we're 8 laps down now. And there is half a second between
CME
first
crash.
and second. Or
CME
second and third
crash.
now.
Yeah, CME crash came out just in front of him.
Oh, nice timing, guys. Yeah, I think we'll see Broken Spoke and Soul Reaper. They're both in on this lap, though. So they've still got one more stop to come. Packer's out in 4th spot. He's still kept clear of Macca.
Macca's in 5th.
Dodgy's out there in
front?
6th behind Macca. Where? What?
Semi crash. Just jumping on the replay. He's in 1st.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in 3rd.
Yeah, he's on the outlap on those mediums. He's probably just not used to the grip of that mediums at the moment.
Yeah, he's misjudged it. And cold as well.
It came coming to the fact you're used to doing so many laps on softs that your body's just used to doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So easy to overshoot on different tyres.
Agreed, especially when they're cold at the moment. But interesting, he's only fueled about halfway here, so I'm going to say this is his 1 lap still on mediums, and he's onto a 2 laps to finish it off. So Broken Spoke, Soul Reaper, and CMU Crash will all be in at the end of this lap for a final 2-run stint, and that's going to leave CS Packer out there to jump them most likely. And then Macca in there too will be in the pits this lap. And then Dodgy in 6th, so again I think he's finished all his stops as well. The only other one I think who's finished their pits might be Seppo. Yeah, I think Seppo's got his stops out of the way too, so he's filled and tied to the end. Yeah, I'm wondering if we should just jump back towards the front here. We've got a great battle here between Broken Spoke and Soul Reaper. They're 2 tenths between each other and just got a second gap back to see me crash here, so it's going to be pretty much a 3-way battle the whole lap. For what is essentially the race lead at this point in time. We'll see what plays out with the pit stops.
Well, he was right with the 13R. They're 1st and 2nd, so for the moment until the pit stop comes. So, no.
Yeah, I'm just here trying to enjoy the good racing here. I don't want to jinx anyone at this point. Not the track for it.
No.
Yeah, see me crash. He's ranging up on the back now. Yeah, still looking close here. I mean, it doesn't look like they're going to make any moves on each other. I think someone's caught out there. There's a good chance these guys are teammates at the moment, but they're going to look out. Going to have to look to hold that dodge behind them, so they may need to start working together as the lap progresses, depending on how close Semi Crash can get to them.
Going back to the field, they're all evenly spaced out. No one's behind anyone, so
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a lonely race for a few of them at the moment. It's a bit unfortunate there for Mad Mitch. His engine damage cost him a good minute 55 roughly, and he finds himself a minute 57 behind the lead, so he really would have been right up there with them at this point in the race.
Brogan's boat pulls out a purple.
Soul Reaper behind him following suit. These guys just matching lap for lap right here. And Semi Crash, he's now just 3/10 behind.
He's wheeled Soul Reaper in, so I can see a pass happening on this long straight coming up.
When he's on mediums too, so good job.
Yeah.
Although I think again it's the Lexus on 3 lap stints at the moment. You can go that little bit harder on the 1 or 2 lap stint on the mediums. And also on the lighter fuel because of it too for Semi Crash. That's a good balance right there.
Man, Mitch has got back arrow and right suspension damage. Don't know what's happened there.
Unlucky Mad Mitch. So here we go, Semi Crash, he's just reeling back in on Soul Reaper, getting back into slipstream distances, coming to the back straight. He's got a superb run out of that corner. He could find himself up into second, or he could just decide to stay behind him. We'll see what he does here. Yeah, he's going for the move up the inside there. But pulls back in front of Soul Reaper, giving Soul Reaper the slip now, so we'll see if there's enough time for him to make a move or if he's going to back out of it.
I think he'll back out of it. I think he'll stay out of it. All top 3 have to pit, so... Oh well, not dodge, unless he decides to stay out mediums. No, crashes in.
Yeah,
as well.
all 3 are in. They wouldn't have had the fuel to get a second lap, I don't think. Or 4th lap. The other CS Packer's going to find himself in the lead here. He's 2 laps to go. He's fueled and tied to the end. And after 1 lap, his softs are looking almost untouched at the moment. So great job there by CS Packer. 8:23 on his out lap. Very solid pace right there.
Mackie Jack's in.
Dodgy in the same boat as CS Packer at the moment. 2.5 seconds back. Fueled and tied to the end. 8:24 out lap. Matching times again with CS Packer at the moment, so... And here we go, he's come out 8 seconds ahead of Broken Spoke at the moment, so here's where the battle really lies here. Again, Broken Spoke on a 2-lap stint of softs, run down Dodgy, he's on a 3-lap stint and conserving fuel and tyres.
Seppo's also in the pits.
Con's coming in now too. Con's in. So again, we've got Dodgy, Broken Spoke, Old Soul Reaper, second, third, fourth, all 13 are. Not sure if there's team orders here in terms of who's going to take it out if they find themselves in this position, but you know, we do have Broken Spoke and Soul Reaper on a very different strategy to Dodgy here at the moment, and looks like they're all going to come together in the next lap or two.
Yep. CME
I'm going to give CD.
behind.
Are you in 13R? Tormentor, are you in 13R?
No, flat out racing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's right. You guys are the asset on the team for a bit. ZD, I'm wondering if you can tell us if there's any team orders here, or if it's all kind of guns blazing at the moment. Team orders is race the clock. Doesn't quite answer the question there.
Sorry if it gets a bit wild.
Managed to hang on to it though. Yeah, second last lap, we're getting to that point right now where it's that fatigue's going to be setting right in right now.
He's also got a Porsche pushing him along, so.
Oh, see me crash here. He's right on the back of Soul Reaper in the Dodge right there.
Dodge. Wow, it's a Porsche and it looks nothing like it.
ZD's telling us there's no team orders out there. Here we go, he's got the slip. Can he get the run? It's really oh yeah. He's on the grass a little bit, put a wheel on. No, he's got the job done there. He's gonna have to pull it up here for this right-hander. And yeah, he's gone a bit deep in there,
no,
into the grass for see me crash. He's going to have to get going because he will have DCE Racing coming up right behind him as they exit this corner right now. He's only now down to about 2.5 seconds as they're coming down the hill here. I think that's relieved a lot of pressure of Soul Reaper right there. Now he's got a 7-second gap. He can just relax a little bit. See Broken Spoke ahead of him and just kind of have that target on the back and try to keep up with him. At this point, Dodgy's holding the gap. 8 seconds clear of Broken Spoke. I must say on the Lexus, I love the flames out the side on downshift under braking.
Boz is in the pits with damage somehow. So front aero damage, so he must have maybe tapped something there, or.
Yeah, I don't think Boz is having a good time out there, but it's good to see him push on and carry on. He's got 2 laps to go.
CS Packer in a comfortable 10-second lead with half a tank.
Plenty of fuel to get home. Dodgy's on about the same at the moment. He's probably gained 1.5, 2 seconds on CS Packer this lap alone. You're keeping that pressure on. It is just a pressure cooker, it's just a mistake away from being a 2-man race here. Yeah, Broken Spoke's closing the gap a bit, 2.5 gained.
Something's happened to Maccajack. He's got front aero and right suspension damage. Goes there. Same with DCE. Got any new ideas, Dale, for your race after this? Any
I'm,
new plans coming up?
I'm trying to figure out whether I've got enough time for a quick nap. Because otherwise I'm going to be struggling to keep my eyes open for the race. But Cease Paco, teammates who have been talking strat all week, he's pretty much running the strategy that we've been talking about and discussing. It's a strong strat. You don't need the outright pace. Minimises your pit stops. And also on the positive is because you are fuel saving pretty much the whole race, you're racing more at 8/10, 7/10, so because you're not pushing as hard, it should overall minimize mistakes as well. Although this track 170 corners, it's mistakes are bound to happen, but it just helps minimize because you're not on full throttle the whole way pretty much.
Yeah, both runs a little bit wild, but managed to keep it.
Oh, dodgy!
Dodgy!
He's lost second to Broken Spoke. He's gone a little bit wide on that right-hander as it comes onto the back straight there. Keep it together, mate. You've got this. No damage. He's escaped damage, which is good. But I mean, Dodgy's run the same strat as CS Packer, and they qualified 7th for Packer, and Dodgy started, I think, last or second last. So, I mean, strats worked out perfect for both of them.
CS Packer pulled out to a 12.5 second lead almost, so as he's come up to the final corners now.
Yes, this is where it's at right now. 12 seconds, 1 lap. We'll see what Broken Spoke can pull out here. He's on one lap fresher tyres at the moment. Got a little bit more fuel on board though, but we'll see. He's not in fuel saving mode. He'll be having no issues getting home. But yeah, 11 seconds is a big ask. Although, looking at his out laps versus his Packers laps, we could be getting pretty close by the end of this race. First sector, Broken Spoke's almost 4/10 purple.
Mackie Jackson in the pits, probably repairing that damage.
These guys will be loving it. They're about to hit the Nordschleife for the final time. Final challenge of the night. Semi Crash is pushing hard. He's on purple as he comes in onto the Nordschleife by half a second. So depending on how this lap goes, we may see a change for fastest lap. He may snatch from Dodgy on the final lap. So I think we're riding on with Soul Reaper at the moment. He's in 4th. He's behind his teammate Dodgy at the moment. He's about a second behind. We did see Dodgy have a bit of an incident last lap, so we'll see if they just kind of play it cool with each other and just follow each other home. Yeah, looks like Soul Reaper's taking it a little bit easy at the moment.
CME Crash is slowly catching up to Soul Reaper. And
Yeah.
pulling out purple still.
Yeah, so this will get interesting. If Semi Crash can reel him in all the way, we'll see if Soul Reaper might push the point a little bit more dodgy and try to get past. But I mean, this is awesome. We're almost halfway through the final lap here, and we've got the top 4 separated by 16 seconds. 5th place is another 5 seconds back. It's been a close tussle all the way through. We've seen multiple different strategies all play out, and multiple of them showing that they've got similar pace. You see me crash? I think he's taken out another half second there to Soul Reaper.
Looks like it. He's slowly catching, so.
And yeah, as you can see, Soul Reaper's not really pushing the point there with Dodgy. He's just taking it easy. He gets a little squirrely coming out of the corner there, but yeah, I think they're just running line of stone at the moment. Broken Spoke in second, Dodgy third, Soul Reaper fourth. You know, no need to trip over each other and make it a battle. Just get the quickest time possible as a team.
Yeah,
but Semi Crash is down to 4 seconds now, 4.2.
Saying that is, yeah, they might need to step it up a bit. As we see Seppo catching up to DCE.
Yeah, DCE, he's in 6th spot. He has gotten damage, front aero, front right suspension, so he's going to be a little bit vulnerable here to expat Seppo, who's on a flyer at the moment. He's 7/10 blue on his own time, which puts him on track from mid-25, 8-minute 25. So it'll be interesting to see how much DCE actually defends that position. I mean, this is it, final lap. He's got every right to defend. And Seppo's just pulling back a little bit, just taking it easy as they come up to... Oh, no!
Oh, no!
DCE was trying to let him through, and somehow there's been a bit of an overlap. I don't know if there's a bit of a lag spike. That looks a bit weird.
A bit of lag.
And expat Seppo's caught the left rear of DCE. They've both gotten damage out of that. But expat's got the spot, so it's going to make it extra hard for DCE. Diagonally opposite sides are trashed. That's going to be a handful.
CME Crash is taking it down to 2.5 seconds to Soul Reaper.
Oh damn! This is on. Soul Reaper still half a second behind Dodgy. Dodgy's now almost 5 seconds behind Broken Spoke, so definitely a big speed difference at the moment as well. So Semi Crash is 3.6 purple. He's going to bring this to a sub 820 lap at the moment if he can keep this up. Although, you know, there's not a lot of lap left to do this at. He really needs to catch up as they're coming onto that back straight after the second carousel, which we're about to start the run down the hill to get there. 1.9.
Broken Spoke slowly pulled in CS Packer, now taking it down to 9.5 seconds now, so whether the CS Packers come Augusta somewhere, or
I think it's just the lap. I think it's the overall lap pace on the 3-stopper versus the 2-stopper. But yeah, he's onto the back straight now. He really just needs to get through one more braking zone, and the job is his. Well done, CS Packer. Great job, mate. You just run a brilliant race. You had a few minor hiccups here and there, but you've held your cool and managed to avoid damage throughout this whole race, and you've come through the other side. Oh, he's making the move on Dodgy.
Dodgy.
Oh, that's going to leave Dodgy exposed.
I I think he's going to try and get out of the way of that dodge coming down straight.
Yeah, I'm just a little bit... I mean, the Dodge is still catching them. It might have been better off than to bump draft each other. But Sears Packer, who's come onto the final straight, take the checkered flag here. Final lap for 24.2. Brilliant job, Sears Packer. Awesome job made on that win. It's coming across 9 seconds clear here of Broken Spoke.
Broken Spokes.
21.7, he's got the purple, but Semi Crash was looking a bit quicker than that. Semi Crash is 2/10 back at Dodgy. He's not going to get the job done, but an 18.3.398. He gets the fastest lap on that final lap. Brilliant job, Sears Packer, Broken Spoke, Soul Reaper. Amazing job, Dodgy, to hold that, because I know you had some interesting practices this week. Very happy for you, mate. Good job. And Semi Crash, what a finish there. Top 5 separated by 17 seconds.
Yeah.
Follows Seppo, 6th spot. Just barely through the final, but man, 11th lap. Not surprised. It's tough. Great job, Seppo. DCE coming up right behind him, finishing with a bit of damage there. 7th spot's yours. Maka in that Nissan. Brilliant job to get through, mate.
Last few corners now.
Oh, no!
Oh, it hits the wall.
That was the commentator's curse. He's got engine damage on that final corner. Trying to get going again. Look, he'll still see a bit con home from there. Yeah, brilliant job, Maka getting home in 8th. Con in 9th. Mad Mitch following. Mad Mitch crosses the line. I think
Does a jump off the witch's hat.
Hammy in
Awesome finish.
Hammy in 11th. He's going to be the final finish of the race. Bozza in 12th. The 3-minute timer is going to run down. He'll still get a result though. Once we put all the times together. Yeah, great job, Hammy. Race done.
That was a good way to end the race for Division 3, boys. Some good battles opening up there, so...
Yeah, fantastic job by everyone. Difficult race. It is a fun way to finish off the season, though. It is high intensity. Being on track for an hour and a half, where normally it's about an hour or so each week. On one of the most difficult tracks across the whole game and across the world. So brilliant job by everybody.
ZD will be happy with his team.
Yeah, second, third, fourth, but it was DAM Racing with the win, collecting on that victory. Great job, CS Packer. Awesome work throughout the season and through the week. But yeah, after a few hiccups, couple resets, good to get this race over and done.
Yeah. Well, we better end it here, and you might want to get a bit of a nap in before your race, Dale.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to get a nap in. So yeah, I think we might sign off, guys. So I think we've got the Div 2 and Div 1 streams coming on Tuesday and Wednesday night this week. So, like and subscribe this video, subscribe to the channel, watch out for those notifications to come out and tune in during the week and see how the Div 2 and Div 1 went for the final round of the season and see what that does for the overall championship.
Yep.
Thanks for joining me, Tormentor, and thanks for visuals there, Herbs.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right.